the story of your life is not about to end. Rather, it is about taking a new positive and interesting turn. There is a new beginning for you. There is a major change of event about to happen. Your destiny is not in the hands of your oppressors. It is neither in the hands of your employer nor gauged on the happenings in your country. God will take you from obscurity to prominence because of His mercies. Have challenges in life made you look miserable? Have you been trying to stay afloat in the storms of life? Have the battles in life been much for you, and you need encouragement for the battles you are facing? Are you trusting and anticipating for a point in life where significant changes occur, a change for good and the better? Do you seek to see a change of situation in your life, family, or endeavor? God's goodness conveys His generosity. His goodness means far more than His generosity, but it certainly includes His infinitely generous attitude toward us. By nature, He longs to bring joy and blessing to all His creatures. We all seek for that point when a significant change in the course of events would take place and will affect the future and posture of things. Turning points are significant because they often lead to and affect a story's final outcome. Anyone who reads a story or watches a movie is waiting for the turning point when things start to swing in the favor of the main character. Turning points in our lives breathe new life and excitement into our life story. They are turning points in life, moments that disrupt our normal routine, moments that will positively affect our future. Look, no matter how spiritual you are or how pious you may be or not be, there will come a time in your life when the stormy clouds will fill your horizon, darkening the view of your destination, beating your ship of state, making you wonder whether you will survive the winds and the rain. Crisis time is the best time to soar. It is always at those edges that new points and directions are formed. In crisis lies opportunity. It is at those periods that you need to draw a breath and become more dangerous to them that want to break you. At this point, you need to believe in God's ability to turn things around and maintain a positive confession about your expected outcome despite your present reality. Choose to walk in faith rather than by sight. I speak a new turn for you. I foresee a turnaround and the break of a new dawn in your life today. It is about happening, and things are about to break to a turnaround point for you. You might not have anyone in your life to inspire you to follow your dreams or get to where you intend to reach, but fortunately, you can reflect on the wise words of others, and these ideas can serve as teachers that motivate us to chase after our goals and desires. You have to chase your dreams, no matter what. The impossible just takes a little longer. One stroke at a time, one step at a time, the impossible is easy to achieve. So many times in life, it looks like life is getting tougher and everything is coming to an end. But today, there is a reality that is about to be unveiled to you, that God is the master of all situations, circumstances. He knows your future and understands what you are passing through, and He is working in a way that is mysterious to man. The book of Jeremiah 29 verse 11 tells us that God has good plans and thoughts for us, plans for peace and well-being and not for disaster, to give you a future and hope. He also gave us a reminder that he would defend and avenge us who are his elect, his chosen ones who cry out to him day and night. He will not delay in providing justice on our behalf. He will do that quickly. God is not comfortable with situations and circumstances that have kept you away from his plans and thoughts for you. Some of the plans and thoughts of God towards you include dominion, authority, good life, freedom, sound health, and more. God is bringing you to your turning point quickly, so you can square your shoulder, because God is moving mightily to execute his counsels over your life, family, ministry, business, projects, and more. Entry into your turning point is not something that would come as magic. It requires your acceptance and resolution to see change and see the turnaround. The nation of Israel had such a turning point. They desired and wanted to see them out of bondage, out of the land of Egypt, and they decided everyone should keep praying and preparing for it. It came, and they saw themselves entering the promised land. Jabez was another man. The circumstances of his birth had defined his life. He was born in pain, and everything about his life and destiny was mortgaged to pain and sorrow, but he decided that it would not continue like that. He told himself that he cannot remain in that situation. He took up a challenge to call on the name of the Lord and prayed. God heard him and changed his circumstances, enlarged his coast and blessed him. His story changed. He entered his turning point. They did not enter by mere wishing or believing. They stood up and took things into their hands. Be encouraged. Do not give up on God, for he will not give up on you. God can do exceedingly above all that you can ever think or imagine. What are you currently engaged in now? What have your hands found doing? God does things in process. When Jesus attended a wedding and wine was finished, he asked them to fill the pot with water. When he wanted to feed the multitude that was following him around, he asked them what they had, and they said 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. That was the point of contact he used to perform the miracle. It was through a process that God defeated Israel's enemies. He did it little by little. In other words, he did it through a process. He did it slowly so as not to attract predators. The turning point in the life of Abraham came via contact and how he welcomed the strangers. God would always come through to see if you are ready to handle the new phase you are entering. His angels are always on ground and alert to usher you into the turning point of your life and destiny. But are you diligent in what you are doing now? Remember Ruth? She decided to follow and be with her mother-in-law Naomi. She did not want the woman to go back alone. She saw light in the woman and decided to let go of her past life and serve the God of her mother-in-law. And that marked her entrance to her turning point, meeting Boaz and having a blessed life. What price are you laying down to enter your rest? What are you willing to give up? How faithful have you been in the little you have received to receive the big that would be the access point of contact into the new phase? God has a reason for bringing us into our promises slowly. to keep you from attracting the wrong people into your life. If you rise too fast, you are sure to attract strange and strong enemies. God moves slowly to keep away the swindlers, leeches. He will wait until the only ones remaining are faithful men. He does not want you fighting off the enemies. You do not want to put a hungry hound over a flock. He will wait until the evil one leaves, so that the only ones remaining are faithful men. There is a divine timing for your turnaround. There is a time appointed for your release. The case of your total liberation from captivity is not subject to probability. It is certain. It is a matter of time, and the time is now. No matter how long you have wept, you will cease to weep from now on. Sarah wept for 25 years. Joseph's dream was on hold for a long time. Israel was in bondage for 430 years. David was denied the throne for some time. But one thing happened to them all. Their captivity was turned around. Their sorrow translated into joy. Their struggle became a breakthrough, and their night blossomed into a day. I speak turnaround for you. This is your time. God is bringing you into your turning point. The law of life requires that something must be laid down to access another. Jesus has already done that for you. God is surely bringing you to your turning point, just like he said he would do it. His word does not return void. It must accomplish the purpose for which it was sent. He is a covenant-keeping God. He never fails in his promises. It is your time to enter the promised land. It is your time to enter your turning point. Congratulations.